Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yahanna presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
This is on you.
All day. All right, let's wrap it up. All right, Shalom, DC, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West, 125th Street Hall, New York, under Commanding General Yahanna. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible, and the truth is that the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews, and that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We're not affiliated with any other Christian church or Hebrew Israelite group. 1 West is home of the truth. It's not under Command General Yahanna. It's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? What's the title of tonight's class, Bob Kishar?
The earth is in the hands of the wicked, but not for long.
Yeah, I like that title.
That's right.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, but guess what? Not for long. Not for long. How do we know that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked? We can just see what the things that they have done in history. We can see the things that they're doing currently. Right. And if they keep being in charge, we're gonna continue to see the things that they have done. They just continue to do and just get even worse. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Shoot, where do I start? Let's get Job, where it says the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Hold on, where is it? It's Job 9:24. Let's get Job 9:24 right quick. If you can get that for me, brother. And get him the mic, Bubba Shaw. Salaki.
Right.
There you go. Oh, I'm gonna get there with you as well. Hold on. Job 9. Hold on. Oh, I like this scripture. Oh. Yeah, let me put that into the arsenal too. Hold on. What is that? 7. Like that. Hold on. Okay. Whenever you're ready, brother.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. How do we know that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked? We can just look at who's in charge right now. Niggas ain't in charge. You know what I'm saying? Latinos ain't in charge, and damn sure Native American Indians ain't in charge. Right. You know what I'm saying? We live in the land of Native American Indians, and it's hard to come by, and see a Native American Indian. Right. If I go to Japan, I can see Japanese all day long. If I go to China, I can see Chinese all day long. If I go to India, I can see bobbleheads all day long. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Russia, I can see Esau all day long. You know what I'm saying? If I go to Guam, I can see Japhites all day long. Right. Why come I got to go to special locations to see a Native American Indian? Right. Why is that? Why is that? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's right. You know what I'm saying? If the majority of the world right now speaks English, you know what I'm saying? Why? Because the dominant Edomites speak English. Right. You know what I'm saying? If the Indians, the East East Indians, the dots, not feather. The East Indians were in charge of the world. We be speaking Urdu, burda. You know what I'm saying? We be talking with a with an accent like that. I'm being very disrespectful, yeah, because they are disrespectful to us. You know what I'm saying? They are disrespectful to us, and they have had a hand in our captivity as well. You know what I'm saying? Read that from the top one again.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right now, the earth is mourning. You know what I'm saying? The wicked are in charge. You know what I'm saying? There, ask any Latino, especially in in LA, Southern Cali, all over the Southwest United States. Now in Charlotte. In Charlotte, North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? They the Latinos they're going through hell all together, you know what I'm saying? But the Latinos in Charlotte, North Carolina, Latinos, shalom, all right, good to see you, brother. Latinos in North Carolina, it got so bad that there's a lot of brothers and sisters that chose to stay home in fear of being, hunted down, you know what I'm saying, and being torn away from their families. What kind of people would do that to a people? Beast. That's the type of people, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord calls them beasts. And I'm gonna show you to you in a second. The Lord calls them beasts. These stinking, disgusting, wicked beasts. But right now, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Let's keep reading.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. The greatest judges we have ever had in human history right now is Jesus Christ, who you call, Jesus Christ, but his name is Yahushua in the Hebrew. And he covered his face to look like this. You know what I'm saying? He covered his face to look like this. Why in the blue hell would anybody want to change the image of the greatest man that walked the face of the earth?
Right.
Why? Because of white supremacy. If we think that the greatest man looked like the devil, we would in turn put the devil over us. That's why he changed the faces of not just Christ, but all the prophets, all the judges. You know what I'm saying? If you go there's a famous painting in the Vatican City. You know what I'm saying? So-called God and Adam. You know what I'm saying? Both of them naked. Why you so gotta have everything naked? Why is that? But both of them naked, touching fingers. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that describes a scene like that in the Bible. Absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing in the Bible that describes that. So why are they covering the faces of our judges? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got there was a few months ago that Putin opened up the archives, you know what I'm saying, and showed the true faces of the judges, you know what I'm saying? How they were black. And I love how the way, people say, well, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but there's some Edomites out there and there's some brothers, you know what I'm saying, some misguided brothers that said, well, the paintings are so old, the color that they use for the paint, it darkened. You know what I'm saying? But then they have a white background. They got white robes on, you know what I'm saying? They got white clothing on. They got there's a shining star in the background, and that's white. You know what I'm saying? How come all that didn't change, but only the face and the hands changed? Y'all niggas are liars, man. Liars. Let's keep reading.
The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Mm-hmm.
If not, Where and who is he?
So if the white man is not the devil, the white man is not the wicked that controls the earth, then where is he? Where is the wicked that controls the earth?
Right.
Who covered the faces of Christ to make him look like incestuous homosexual bastard?
Right.
Why am I saying he's incestuous? Because he slept with his sister. When I say slept, I mean there was no sleeping in there. Why do I say he's a homosexual if he slept with his sister? Because he's a nasty, disgusting bastard. He's a homosexual lover of Leonardo da Vinci. Homosexual, yeah. And he killed his sister's husband so that he can be with her. That's some nasty stuff. And you have the audacity to cover that and put that. That's the candidate that you chose to put over to replace the image of our king. Really? Is that your king? This is your king. And anybody that bows down to this, when I say bow down, sometimes there's actual people that bow down to that image. You know what I'm saying? And when I also say bow down is people wear the Jesus piece. Once upon a time, that Jesus piece was a thing to rock. You know what I'm saying? There's songs that's made about it. There's bars that's made about it. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart was like, what I'm saying, I got the Jesus piece, and his eyes is, his eyes is rubies. Like, yo, like, come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. These people are wicked bastards. Right. You got something for me? Which one you got? Give me Leviticus 26 and hold that, Baba Bashar.
You repeat that one more time.
Leviticus 26. Leviticus chapter 26 is in the beginning, third book. If anybody has any questions, whether it's in a room or online, go ahead and type it in the chat. Or if you're in the room, go ahead and raise your hand, whether it's on the topic or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's on the topic or not. Yeah, I like the setup. Yeah. Yeah, I like the setup. The water. No, Brock, you got anything? You got something for me that's queued up?
I got both of them right here. I got the one that is
nah.
The kid is dead.
Nah, give me the other one. Yeah, hold. You ain't sharing the screen. Go back to your StreamYard. Yeah. Nah, down. Right next. Go all the way down to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Yep, there. Boom. Share screen. That one. Yep. Now go back to that. Blow it up. No, blow it up. Now go back to the tab, Baba Shaw, real quick. All right. Give me Leviticus 26 and let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know if you know, but I love this Leviticus 26 right here. He's talking about Esau in a whole nother way. Hold on. Go to Leviticus 26 and 21. Sorry, 21.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 21. And if ye walk contrary unto me.
So he says, this is Most High God talking. You know what I'm saying? He's talking to the children of Israel. He gave us these laws, statutes, and commandments through Moses. And he's saying, if you go against me, if you walk contrary, that's what contrary means. If you go against me, if you walk against me, right? Keep going.
Come. If ye walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me,
and will not listen to me, if you walk against me and not listen to me, keep going.
Come. I will bring 7 times more plagues upon you according to your sins.
Most High said he's gonna bring 7 times more plagues to upon us according to our sins. You know what I'm saying? You want to throw away your sister, you know what I'm saying? You want to sleep with another man's woman? You want to try and throw away your sister after that? No sweat. I'm gonna give you a disease. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna have you make you look over your shoulder because now this other nigga looking after you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be, you know, riding, you're gonna have to be ducking. If you have them old school cars, it's kind of easy to just pull it back. The new school cars, you got to you go, you know, lower. Now put me hold on, you see the one you clicked? The one you do that one. Yeah, click on that. Yeah, the water. So you know, you lean it back, but back in the day, you just, you know, I'm aging myself. Some people don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? A friend of mine said, you know, he had an older car, right? And he told his daughter, his daughter was like 10, 11 years old at that time. And he was saying, yeah, roll down the window, right? And she was like, there's no button. Where do I push the button? And he was like, no, baby, you actually have to roll the window down. But anyway, so you do something like that, Most High going to have you looking over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Or have you checking to see if the door is locked or whatnot. You're gonna get child support. You know what I'm saying? Child support is gonna be upon you. How about this? Your kids ain't gonna listen to you. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. You know what I'm saying? You're not even gonna be able to see your kids. You're gonna have to pay for them. You ain't even gonna be able to see them. You know what I'm saying? Or you can see them and they bring shame upon you. You know what I'm saying? All because you don't want to listen to what the Most High God has to say. He set out a list of rules for us to be in check, to be in order. But the Most High God says if you go against him and not listen to him, he's gonna bring 7 times. Now that's just one thing. You know what I'm saying? How about you like to smoke a little weed? You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people say ain't nothing wrong with no weed. That's from the earth. You know, God gave us that. Weed heads, you know what I'm saying, make you effeminate, make you soft, make you weak. Now you stuck on that. You move on to something that, you know, something else. Famous rapper DMX. He said he got hooked on a whole ton of other drugs because someone laced the weed. He didn't even know that. Someone who got him the opportunity to get out the hood and use his talent as, you know, as a rapper and whatnot, poisoned him. You know what I'm saying? And he never kicked that habit. He died because of that habit. Now keep on sucking on that, you know, whatever. That's homosexual too, right there. You sucking on that stick, you're gonna be sucking on something else pretty soon. Push that button for me. Yeah. So 7 times more, you know, more. What does it say? 7 times more plagues is going to come upon you according to your sins. Now, what's that got to do with Esau? Esau is going to give you the method, the mode, the means, the mode, and the ability to do everything that's against the Most High God. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give you that pole and say your daughter should be on it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to flood our neighborhoods with crack, cocaine, and heroin. He's going to flood the reservations with alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Give you cheap liquor, and then put casinos in there so you can just be a degenerate gambler. You know what I'm saying? Other tribes we're in the same hell. Doesn't matter where we're from. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're from Central America, the Caribbean island, South America, North America, it doesn't matter. On the reservations, on the barrios, it doesn't matter. In the hood, we still have the same issues. You know what I'm saying? Our women are not protected. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are running wild. Look what's going on in Chicago. Them kids jumped a pregnant woman. Why? Because we don't want to listen to the Most High God. That's the real reason why. We, instead of listening to the Most High God, we rather listen to Esau. And because we listen to Esau, we got, the stuff that's going on in Chicago. We got the stuff that's going on right now. But continue reading. Continue reading.
Con. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 22. I will also send wild beasts among you.
I told you. What did he say? He will what?
I will also send wild beasts among you.
Play this video, Baba Shaw. Bro, play this video.
Oh my God. Is she seizing? I think is she seizing?
Video obtained by CNN shows a man apparently having a medical episode during an immigration and customs enforcement arrest. The incident happened when ICE officers were detaining a woman identified by the Department of Homeland Security as Juliana Malena Ojeda Montoya. The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement she's an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador who in August allegedly, quote, repeatedly stabbed her co-worker with scissors and then threw a trash can at her victim. She was in an SUV with her husband, Carlos Sebastian Zapata, and their daughter when ICE stopped them. Zapata told the Boston Globe that he, quote, lost consciousness while clinging to his wife as federal agents tried to pull her out of the SUV. In the video, agents can be seen tapping Zapata's face as if to get him to regain consciousness, then putting him in a headlock as they pull him out of the SUV. Zapata told CNN affiliate.
Hold on. This bastard, hold on. First they said this chick stabbed some, stabbed some people. Why if that did happen, why the police didn't come and get her? Why ICE show up? I don't understand that. Why did immigration custom enforcement come to get some woman who committed a felony? That's aggravated assault. You know what I'm saying? With assault with a weapon and intending to kill somebody. If you're trying to stab somebody, you ain't just trying to take this little lick and nah. So why the police ain't show up? I don't understand that. That sounds to me like, hey, let's go back and try and set something up. Number two, this dude lost consciousness. He had a seizure. This is not the video I want really, because I don't really think they show it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think they show it, but they said this dude lost consciousness. They saw he lost consciousness. I want you to see that. They say he lost consciousness, and then once he lost consciousness, and he's not the one that they want. You know what I'm saying? He's not the one that they're supposedly after. They, hey, wake up. And after that, they put him in a headlock and try and tear him out. Yeah, pull up the one out. Yeah. What's up?
They were trying to put him back to sleep after they woke him up.
Damn. Yeah. Why? Because read that the top of that scripture.
Con. I will also send wild beasts among you.
Most High says he will also send wild beasts among us. You wake him up just to put him back to sleep. And they was trying to make sure he don't wake up. Why? Because of things of this nature and whatnot. It's just wild. It's just wild. While he's getting that, continue reading.
Con. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, verse 22. I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children.
Which shall what?
Which shall rob you of your children.
Now, why was they in this? What was this video about?
It was about ICE taking a child from a mom and father.
But they're taking the mother away as well. You know what I'm saying? And the father, once we get the video up, it's gonna show the father holding both his rib and his kid, and the kid is screaming. Holding, yeah, that's it. That's the one I want right there. That's the one I want. Yeah. Hold on, wait, go back. Nah, go back. You stopped.
That's what I was doing. So people can see it online.
Nah, you shouldn't have just stopped it. But go ahead, continue on. Go back to the boom.
Look.
You play it. Put the sound on. Go back. Look at this. Look at this. As he's holding, look at the baby. Look at the baby. You know what I'm saying?
This is my wife. She's having a seizure. They're trying to rip the baby out of her hand. She's having a.
Read it from the top. Just read it, Bible style.
I will also send wild beasts among you.
Wild beasts. What kind of man does this? What kind of man does this?
Right.
A wild beast, and not a man at all.
Right.
And you know what the heavy part is? Read that from the top one again.
I will also send.
Who is that? Who is the I will?
Most High.
The Most High God did this. The Most High God did this. Why? Because we decided to turn away and follow the beast. We decided to follow the beast. Now I feel for this brother. I feel for the family that's inside that SUV. I feel for them. This should never happen. Only reason why this is happening is because we allowed, devils to come in and teach us that this is our king.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We allowed it. We allowed it, but that day is not slowly, but very rapidly turning over. The Latinos are seeing who the beast is, who the devil is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're seeing it. It's in 4K. You can see this right here. It's in 4K. Ain't no turning back. We're seeing who the devil is. Keep reading.
I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children and destroy your cattle and make you few in number, and your highways shall be desolate.
And your highway shall be desolate. We were just talking about it in Charlotte right now. Highways shall be desolate. Why? Because our brothers and sisters refuse to go outside in fear of this. You know what I'm saying? They would rather stay home and not get paid and not go to work and stay with their family. Otherwise, something like this happens. This man is having a seizure and they just kept going. And when they realized he had a seizure, they was like, well, just wake him up. Hey, wake up. You all right? You all right? We're taking your wife and kid away. We're taking him away. Now she's kicking and fighting, and he's fighting for his life. He's fighting for his life. The white man's the devil. The white man is the devil. Now you want to say, we out here, black on, quote unquote, black on black crime and all this stuff. You ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never seen nothing. And if something like this happens, and it's our faces on it, it's because we have a perfect example. They do this to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They do this to us. I don't think y'all understand what it was like in, Jim Crow era. I heard I want to say it was probably a podcaster or it was a comedian. I don't know. Somebody said white people are just miserable. Mm-hmm. Just absolutely miserable. You know what I'm saying? Why do I say that? It's because especially like where America was great. America was great. Jim Crow and segregation all that time, all that stuff. They could literally kill us and nothing happened to them. But yet they would get together and try and plot on destroying us even further. You know what I'm saying? There were places we couldn't go. We understood this. There's places we couldn't eat. We understood this. There's places and this is way before. I'm gonna get to you, brother. It's way before like the marches and all that stuff. Way before it was we couldn't do any of that stuff. We understood this. But yet they still came together and plotted and schemed and organized to put their foot further on our neck. Miserable people. When we up. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Normally when we up, we like to party. You know what I'm saying? Even when we get like a little win, we party. How do I know this? Because every year we get our tax return, you know what I'm saying? There's a little party going on. somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a little stunting going on. Shoot, some random weekend in the summertime. Barbecues out, someone gets a radio, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden the whole block is there. 4 or 5 bottles. You know what I'm saying? A whole pack of hot dogs and hamburgers, you know what I'm saying? Kids playing double dutch, girls playing double dutch, you know, boys playing football or basketball or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Lord allow, you know, we get the Latino tribes in there, you know what I'm saying? And some football be going on in the street and whatnot. And that's how we get down. We don't come together and be like, hey, we gotta get this honky. You know what I'm saying? They done did something to us now. Nah, we ain't got no time for that. Why? Because we gotta get up early. We gotta go someplace. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. Right now, we're just gonna enjoy ourselves. Yeah, so
Come. So when you said that they're miserable, it made me think of a story that I heard recently. Not necessarily a story. It was a news article that I heard about. And the Devils, they posted an ad in the paper about a unaliving of one of our brothers, where they had him on a rope for about 3 hours, and he was up there, and like they just kept relieving him and then putting him back up and relieving him because they wanted it to be slow. And then like he tried to put fire on himself, and they put the fire out because they didn't want him to end fast.
give me Ezekiel 35:3. Give me Ezekiel 35:3. So these bastards, you're saying, when was this? Do you know?
Sir, but it was right after slavery ended. It was around the civil rights era. It wasn't that long ago.
What's that?
It wasn't that long ago. It was like mid 1900s, maybe late 1900s.
20 years ago was late 19. Yo, the 90s was late 1900s. That wasn't very far away. You know what I'm saying? Silver people, just to your point, people need to realize, you know, the civil rights era wasn't that long ago. We know people who was living, you know, either right after the civil rights era has passed, or during, or even before. You know what I'm saying? Living in Jim Crow America.
Can you remind me which?
Ezekiel 35:3. Ezekiel 35:3. And the atrocities that has happened to us during the Jim Crow era, you know, it's still happening right now. How do I know? Because look at Ahmaud Arbery. He was chased down by 3 honkies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it. He was chased down by 3 Edomites. He was chased down by 3 Edomites. Sandra Bland, you know what I'm saying? That was she was taken into custody by the police, the authority. You know what I'm saying? Latasha Harlins, she was shot down. She was a kid, 16 years old, shot in the back of her head for stealing $1.50 orange juice. When it's on video that she put the orange juice right there and walked out the store. And as she was walking out the store, she got shot in the back of her head. What's the sister's name who peeked through the window and they shot her when she was playing video games with her nephew?
That wasn't Breonna Taylor.
I think it was Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
No, Breonna Taylor. See, it's so many instances. You know what I'm saying? That is ridiculous. Tatiana Jefferson. Tatiana Jefferson was a sister who got murked because she peeked out the window of her own house playing video games with her nephew, and the cops shot through the window and killed her. Breonna Taylor was sleeping in her bed, and the cops shot up the house and there was only one cop that was charged because a gunshot went through a neighbor's house, a neighbor's wall. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I thought Jim Crow was done away with. The time of them doing anything they wanted to do to us and get away with it was over. We're living in a post, what did they say? Post racism America? Post racist America? That's a goddamn lie. That's a lie. What's the sister's name who was shot in the head because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus"?
That's one recent one.
Yeah, Sonia Massey. Sonia Massey. Yeah. When I was growing up, sticks and stones would break my bones, but words would never hurt me. You know, that was when I was growing. Have you ever heard that? That's when I was growing up. But these, I guess sticks and stones will break my bones. Words never hurt me. Only applies to white people. White people could say that to one another. But if a Negro say that to you, that's a death sentence. That's a death sentence. I remember.
So, like, if I make this quick fast, it's on the Sonya Macy point. In that video, the officer who was anxious, just waiting to, take this woman's life, he said that if you don't stop saying what she was saying, that he's going to shoot you in the head. He literally said, "I'm going to shoot you." I want to say he said, "I'm going to shoot you in the head," but he said, "I'm going to shoot you."
No, he said, "I was going to shoot you in the head."
That's what I thought. He literally said what he was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a devil. He's a beast, according to the Bible.
Right.
He's not a man. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why he should have been in law enforcement or carrying a weapon. And she called them because it was a disturbance at her house. She called them and got her life subscription canceled because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Come on, man.
Like, if I made this one more thing on a separate note, I remember General Hammond that said some years ago on these the America's police force, and I guess their way of thinking when they go out there and they seeking to police our neighborhoods and whatnot. They have this idea that they are supposed to make it home that night. They're supposed to make it home. They're not supposed to be in any danger. They are supposed to make it home. And that's the idea that they have with the job of having a badge and having a gun, that they want to make sure that they make it home, not realizing that job of a police officer is not meant to make it back home. But they make sure to make it back home by taking our lives. And General Muhammad had crystallized it and made it so clear as to why it is that they are so anxious around us. Why they're so anxious around us. The white police officer, the male, feels emasculated off the break. Just going up to you, him having his hand on his weapon already, on his firearm. He feels emasculated just by approaching you about, whatever it is that he's pulling you over for. And it was just to crystallize just once again, he was comparing it to the job that we do when we go out there. And it's nothing short of the Lord that we make it back home. But we make it back home without having to take anybody's life. We make it back home without having to, crack anybody's jaw, Lord allow, without having to crack anybody's jaw or do any nonsense. We able to make it home without doing so. And our job is much more dangerous. You're talking about in the middle of the world's leading supremacy empire. And we are talking about them falling. And we make it home every day. In the most dangerous profession in the world. These cats over here, black people ain't looking at harming none of these officers. Ain't looking at harming none of these officers. But the amount of them taking our lives, and like I said, with the Sonya Macy and just all the examples you gave, it just, further shows us how much of a devil they really are. And that they're not fit to really be the governing body or the police force, of any society. Let alone their own.
Damn straight. Yeah. When you're saying that, it reminds me of a personal story. I was working. I was an armed security guard at one of these, agencies and whatnot. You remember? I don't know if you remember this, but anyway, I'm gonna tell it anyway. I was at this one post, and I'm guarding this one area, and the area where I was guarding was secured, right? No one was supposed to get by. I see something, I say something. You know what I'm saying? I looked, it was a brother that was walking by. And I'm looking, and I see the brother, and I know he's not a threat. I absolutely know he's not a threat, but he wasn't supposed to be there at all, right? So I engaged. I was like, hey, I talked to him. I say, what's going on? He was a homeless brother, so he just knew, like, he knew he wasn't supposed to be there, because especially when I said something, he just kept walking. I'm like, all right, no sweat. I couldn't have gotten to him where I was at anyway. So I'm just, I'm talking, I'm engaging him and whatnot, and he just kept walking. I'm like, no sweat. I rated up to the next man to say, hey, this is what's going on, right? I got fired over that. I got fired over that. And I asked, what should I have done? They said you should have drew your weapon and made him get on the ground. I'm like, for what? He's not a threat. He's obviously not a threat. He's not a threat to the building. He's not a threat. It was like 2 a.m. There was no one over there. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a weapon. And he was not trying to, he was not threatening at all. So I was like, why should I have put my weapon on him? And possibly had, engaged in deadly, deadly force. Why should I put my weapon? It was like, well, you should have done it. I'm like, well, no sweat. Long story short, I got my job back because they was absolutely wrong. They was 1,000% wrong. But if there was a white boy there or an Uncle Tom or a Sambo, like the cat who I was talking to, they would have drew down on that dude, and Lord knows what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Lord knows what would have happened. I wound up leaving that goddamn place because the people over me was stupid. I mean, yo, I'm not even gonna call. He's a Sambo ass nigga, yo. I can't stand that dude. I'm thinking about it, I'm getting mad. I couldn't stand that. This dude, yo, he had the nerve to say out his mouth in front of people, like jokingly. And he was dead serious. He had the nerve to say, like, if there was an active shooter, I know people wanted some of the guards will get killed, and I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm just gonna stay in my office. There's a man in charge. I'm just gonna stay in my office, and if anybody comes, then I'll take care of it. But I know there's gonna be some people that's gonna go, and he laughing about it. I'm just like, yeah. I got my ducks in order, and I left that motherfucker. I left that place. I left him short too. I left the short like, yeah, I'm not coming back. I almost did the Harlem Nights song. Yeah, put your mom on the phone. Yeah, I'm not coming back. That bridge was burnt because there was no way I was going back to that mug, yo. But yeah, we getting off topic. It's like we are Ezekiel 30, 35, and 3.
Sir.
All right, read that.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir.
Mount Seir, yep. Uh-huh.
I am amongst thee.
So,
I will
read that one more time.
And say unto it, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
Most High God says he is against thee. Who is Mount Seir?
Esau,
exactly. Mount Seir is the Caucasus Mountains. You know what I'm saying? They call themselves Caucasians. They are the caveman, the troglodytes. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God says he is against thee. Let's keep reading.
Okay. And I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
He's gonna tap your chin. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna stretch out his hand against you. He ain't gonna pat you, stretch out the hand and give you a pat in the back. He gonna 2-piece you up right quick. You know what I'm saying? And people got knocked out in the first round off a 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? Give you a 1-2. He gonna stretch out his hand. He's gonna put his paws on you. You understand? Who talks like this? Niggas talk like this. This is not a what do you call them curls, and they rocking back and forth like they they mentally handicapped. I can't say what I want to say, but they ain't them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got their nose, like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not, y'all know who I'm talking about. They're not them. They're not the small hats. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk like this.
Right.
We talk like this.
Right.
Native American Indians talk like this.
That's right.
Hispanics talk like this.
That's right.
Let's keep reading. He said he's gonna put his paws, he's gonna stretch out, tap your chin, put his paws on them. Keep going.
I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
And make thee most of, what does that mean?
I'll make you bare, like it's no more.
Yeah. That's and it's the Most High God. He's saying he's doing this, but we look at the world now. They're building skyscrapers. Even look in DC, they're building a whole ton. It's not us building it. It's supposed to be Chocolate City. You know what I'm saying? We're not the heads of these construction companies. We're not the groups that are making these projects and whatnot. That's not us. These Edomites are doing that. You know what I'm saying? They're building skyscrapers and they're making plans. They're making $1 trillion deals, like the pedophile in office. You know what I'm saying? They're making $1 trillion deals. You have some?
Oh, I was gonna make a joke.
What's up?
I was gonna say DC is milk chocolate city now.
White chocolate, yeah, exactly. The milk's gone bad. Let's keep reading.
Right.
Oh, come. Verse 4. I will lay thy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Slack. Okay, so he said he's gonna make it desolate, but like I said, right now what we see is they're building up. It's hard to see people, especially in the past, in the recent past. We're Commander General has been prophesying this for decades. You know what I'm saying? The brothers in Israel, even before Commander General Yahanna, has been prophesying this for decades, and people couldn't see it. People just couldn't see it.
Right.
But now that they see this, they see stuff like this. Yeah. This kingdom is got to fall. You know what I'm saying? They got to fall. Why? Because who does this to people?
Right.
Who kidnaps kids at a graduation and lock them up in cages?
Right.
Who kidnaps the parents and lock them up in cages and leave the kids crying on the sidewalk, crying in the gymnasium?
Salaki, professional human traffickers, because to be honest, this is what they are by definition.
They're damn sure human traffickers. Slavery, you know what I'm saying? Slavery has never gone away. Has never gone away. Right now, private prisons are suing the United States government because they don't have the bed spaces in their private prisons.
Right.
They have contracts with the U.S. government saying, okay, we'll build these facilities, but you have to keep it 80% capacity. And right now they're like at 50%. So now they're suing the United States government saying y'all are not filling these beds. And how do they fill these beds? They got put more charges on more brothers and put charges on more sisters and keep these prisons filled.
To piggyback on what you're saying, one easy way to do that is to make homelessness illegal. And keep the place in perpetual fear with high prices.
Exactly. They make it harder to earn to live.
Yep.
Make it harder to take away your food stamps. Fire you. Now you can't pay your bills. You can't feed your kids. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the basic necessities of living the American dream. What's next to do?
Destroy the education system.
No, I'm saying like what? Yeah, but what's next to do as far as how do you feed your kids? How do you keep a roof over your head?
Got to take it.
What you mean?
Like with no other option, either you got to ask somebody else who maybe
Well,
don't
they
got
ain't got it because they got fired, and the snaps went out on them. You know what I'm saying? The food pantry is out of food. What else? What's next?
So all of the what Esau the cunning hunter will do, and we are the hunted. All of his doings is planned. So they took the 32 days off and came back with a brand new plan. Give some soft type of answer and put back the food stamps. But to be honest, all of this is to let everyone know that we're in control, and don't think too highly of yourself. Don't worry, we're trying to usher in this new world order and the mark of the beast. So we'll give you $2,000 a month. You can live off of that. You know, we will give you money so you don't have to work. Just take this chip. Take the mark for us.
Well, just to let you know, the mark of the beast is here. It's been here for a long time. Right here. Oh, this is the mark of the beast. That's right. Niggas on the street will fight tooth and nail because we say that this is a pedophile or a homosexual and an incestuous bastard. They'll fight tooth and nail because, you know, not my Jesus. My Jesus ain't black. This is the mark of the beast right here. Right here. And for what you're saying about how they, you know, to give them a reminder of who's in charge. Yes, that is a reminder. That is a reminder. But to bring the point home, what's there to do next is to, you know, commit some sort of atrocity. What do I mean by atrocity? There was a whole ton of, you know, content creators saying, well, $40 is going to be back in style. Everybody in here know what $40 mean. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here know what $40 mean. You got to talk to Mr. Earl and the $40. You know what I'm saying? And that destroys the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Just debasing yourself for $40. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go out and finesse. You know what I'm saying? Go out and finesse. Now you're going out and doing these things, and you're playing right into the trap of what Esau wants us to do, and that's to fill them beds in them prisons, in them private prisons, so that the U.S. government doesn't get sued into piss.
You already said what I was going to say.
Most High Christ. It's called one body for a reason. You have some?
And Salakia. And it's really to usher in the digital currency, not the mark of the beast. Salakia.
Well, and usher in all that stuff. All that stuff. They want to control every facet of everything. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. You're right about all that stuff. They're here to put us, quote unquote, back in check. To put our heads back in the barrels if we want to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Mike Epps said something very heavy. He was saying how the way I gotta look at that whole podcast. He said he be saying some heavy stuff even back, you know, a while. He may be a clown by profession, you know what I'm saying? But he be listening to UPK. He be listening to UPK. He was saying first. Let me go back and say he was saying when he was a drug addict, he was saying people loved him more because when he was high and he was down on himself, people could be like, well, look at him. Even though he's been on movies, he toured the world and all that stuff. He got money. He's a crackhead, and I can laugh at him and he ain't no better than I've never toured the world. You know what I'm saying? I've never been in movies. People don't know my name, and I'm consoling him. You know what I'm saying? But once he got off the dope and fixed himself up, he was like, you changed. Nigga, I'm supposed to change. Am I supposed to be a crackhead all my life? Am I supposed to be a dope fiend all my life, feeling sorry for myself? You ain't happy that I'm picking myself up? At least I'm here talking with you, building with you. But you wanna crap on me because I'm not high anymore? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get, I don't want to denigrate myself like this no more. Come on, man. You have something?
Sir. I was noticing like over the last few years, like a lot of the people who I used to listen to just music wise, for example, Chance the Rapper, Juice World, DMX. A lot of these people, they used to be on drugs. Some of them never got over it, and people love their music. But for Chance the Rapper, Kid Cudi, even like once those men got off of those drugs and started making more positive music, people didn't like it because they can't really relate to the happy. They can't relate to being whole. So like a lot of us, we listen to the sad music and we relate to it, and we like, yo, yeah, this crank. We listen to the struggle music and we like, oh yeah, this sound good, because we can kind of relate to it. But because they're not whole, they're not in the word, they're not feeling it. So like when people change, they ain't changing, they're growing. So when people grow, we can't get behind it.
I may be the wrong person to, talk about this, because I got, I just got my own personal biases, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like Captain Shock. But Captain Shock, he's a champion for these young rappers and whatnot. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad that they making money, but the state of music. I mean, even back in the day, there was, I was just thinking about this today. There was people who made music with the same message as the brothers and sisters who make music today. You know what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? I mean, there was I know a brother, I ain't gonna say his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, who say if a nigga ain't dying in the first 30 seconds, I ain't hearing it. You know what I'm saying? We had songs like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But it was I ain't gonna say it was but it was it went somewhere. It was a story about it, and you can, just like how the way you were saying, people could relate to that story. You know what I'm saying? Could relate to I ain't gonna say having to sell, but thinking that there's no other option but to sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Thinking there's no option but to rob people. Thinking there's no other option but to trap and whatnot. And now it's just it's just garbage, man. Salakia. It's just, man. But I heard a brother who said, difference between the music back then and now is back then it was more lyrical. Now it's just, people just want to hear something. When I say here's like the beat or the flow, the melody or something, and it's kind of like drug music. Why? Because when you high and you hearing something and it just feels good and whatnot, they ain't thinking about listening to the words. You know what I'm saying? They ain't listening to whatever's been saying. It's just it's just you just feel it. You know what I'm saying? And also it puts a certain spirit in you. You know what I'm saying? So when you say people could relate to it, I don't think it's all that, because not everybody can relate to sticking a gun in somebody's face. There's only a certain, number of people that can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people who can relate to, making millions. There's not a lot of people who can do that, because there's a whole ton of drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's making money. Not everybody can relate to that. So really, it's just the feel of it, and really, it's just an escape for that 3 to 5 minutes, whatever that song is on. You know what I'm saying? They can just escape whatever it is they're going through right then and there, or they aspire to be. You know what I'm saying? But all in all that stuff is dictated by Esau. All of it is dictated by Esau, because not everybody. There's a whole ton of people out there who who's not just making positive music, but actually making music that makes sense, and they're not being promoted.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Esau, you know what I'm saying, them small hats is really in control of what gets out.
Oh.
And they don't want anything to get out that's not, pop that coochie, hey, well, that's old, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? What is what's that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They don't want to hear nothing that's not, something is this color, something is that color, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to promote that. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because one thing about niggas, we listen to music. You know what I'm saying? We listen to music more than, unfortunately, than we read. So if you listen to something, you're awake, you sleep 8 hours a day, you want to slave, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, and you listen to music in between, you know what I'm saying? So you got about 4 hours of music, whether it's broken up or all together, and you just listen to that filth all the time, you know what I'm saying? You're going to internalize that.
Mm-hmm.
Every day, all the time, you're going to internalize that. And they know this, so they only putting out filth. You know what I'm saying? Now, someone wants to be the baddest hoe. Someone wants to be the baddest stripper. Someone wants to be the baddest, Mrs. Steal Your Girl. I heard a story of Cameron and Fat Joe, some of the greatest storytellers. They be telling stories, and you could just see it. Mm-hmm. They said Cameron was like, he was in an elevator one time with his girl at the time, and he said Trey Songz got on the elevator, and he was saying all of a sudden he just started singing. He was like, why is this nigga sing with my girl in here? You know what I'm saying? you just doing the ad-libs like ooh, and just doing that type of stuff and whatnot. He looking at him like, come on, man. Like, why are you doing that? And then he was like, I remember this nigga's nickname is Mrs. Steal Your Girl. Why you got to promote that stuff? Why do you want another man's woman? You're homosexual. You're gay. You're a half of, you know what I'm saying? A whole, you know what I'm saying? Why do you want to go up behind another man? There's so much I want to say. And I need to build up my, vocabulary so I can say these things and not get, taken down. But do you have something?
Coming from me, that's definitely nasty work for sure.
Yeah.
Captain Natazak was mentioning, I think it's a name that they call like tobacco stores and liquor stores. It's a name that they call them. Captain Natazak just said it on Saturday after camp. We was in a van.
What was it?
No, not like that. More so like a negative term to say that these is like stains on our community. How they set up liquor shops and set up tobacco stores, and very much so that how they carry how these heathens, how they carry the same spirit that coming from Esau, that these heathens pick up on this business over here. Them Asians that got them tobacco stores, or them Africa, whoever got them herbs,
them
got them
Arabs,
tobacco, got them tobacco stores, and how the Jewish mind, own a damn Hollywood and the music industry, and puts out all these contracts on what's gonna get played and what's not gonna get played. They all carry the same spirit, because when not no Jewish mind, not no Arab, not no East Indian, not no Ethiopian would want their children listening to that music that's put out, or would want their wives listening to that music that's putting out, or dressing like that. They setting up music videos, spending millions and millions and millions of dollars on their attires, and allowing just this image being put out that they would ban their daughter from if they find out that you was dating a black man, or that you was this. But you can surely make money off a black man. But you would ban your daughter if you find out that she was, playing that music, or trying to dress like that, or rap like that, or sing like this girl, or sing like that. You know what I mean? How dare some bobbity-headed East Indian girl dare go away from shaking that head? That thing them Africans was doing with what they doing when they popping their neck back and whatnot. Only person I can see that can do that right, T-Pain or something. But these cats over here, I don't know what they doing, breaking their neck and their spine together. They wouldn't want their family, you know what I'm saying, participating in that type of lifestyle, which shows you they just carry the same spirit as Esau. You know what I mean? That you would really promote, you know, that type of livelihood, that you would promote that, but then get on a camera and on some politics or whatever, and now you want to talk down on the very same thing it is that you created. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You had something, brother?
It is.
No sweat. Whenever come back, just let me know. But yeah, you absolutely right. These heathens, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. Go ahead, yeah.
And I was thinking about I was in the Arab store the other day. It's the gas station, you know what I mean? And I was like, if we had these stores in their community, I don't think they would go inside the store.
Yeah. You're right. Real quick. Speaking of all those Arabs, you know, those tobacco stores didn't pop up like this until after them Afghanis came over here. That's who running them things. You know what I'm saying? Them damn Afghans. They brought them over here. They fought them for 20 years. They brought them over here and put them in our neighborhood. Now, let me ask you this. How many people in here have ever eaten Chinese food? Have you ever seen a commercial for it? You ever see? Yeah. You ever seen a commercial, an advertising, something in on YouTube or Facebook or a bus stop or something like that? But yet they everywhere. They putting their kids through Harvard and Yale and becoming doctors and technicians and engineers and lawyers off of our money, not advertising a damn cent.
So to speak on that, I learned a couple years ago that they're getting paid to put these things over here, like these stores. So like when they come into the country and like they gotta go through the green card process, like they get paid to change their last names and they open up shops, they open up stores and hotels. So and then they live with each other in these places as well, or nearby for the places that don't got the house on top of the Chinese store.
You know, it's so diabolical. It's so diabolical because this is what these bastards do. First, they look down on it. The Africans do this stuff too. Stinking dirty Hamites, the big eye Ethiopians, goddamn bastards, man. I used to slave with them, so I got a special place in mind. And them and Moroccans. Lord, if I ever make it on the chariots, you know what I'm saying? You need some hunters, you know what I'm saying, to hunt. Lord, send me to Morocco. but hey, so this is the play that you know that happens, like for real. They'll come over here. The U.S. government allows them to set up businesses, and they don't have to pay taxes for 5 years. They don't have to pay taxes for 5 years. Now, hold on, I'm gonna come to you. Now, especially these Asians or whatnot, these Moabites and the Ammonites, they come over here. They'll get with a family who already has a carry out, and they'll sign it over to them. You know what I'm saying? They'll work it, they'll pay for it 5 years, not paying a goddamn cent of taxes or whatnot, and then they'll get a relative, a cousin, a nephew, or uncle, come over here, sign it over to them in their name, and then there's another 5 years of not paying a goddamn thing. They get paid like $10,000-$11,000 a week. A week.
Chinese restaurant?
Yes.
$13,000.
$13,000 a week.
Jeez.
No taxes off of us. Off of us. Now, how in the world is Maylene making better, fried chicken than us? They ain't doing it. They some nasty bastards too. Coming straight from China. I've been to China. I almost slapped this one dude. I'm in China. I'm at the airport. This nigga, yo. This nigga, yo. So I'm waiting for my ride. I'm looking at my phone. I'm about to call, whoever I need to call to come pick me up, or where you at. And I see somebody come by, and this cocky goddamn Asian, about 4'3", just but I see him. I'm dressed in a suit. You know what I'm saying? I don't look like no regular whatever. I'm in a suit. I'm looking quite, exquisite. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a suit. I see him walk by, and then he stopped. I'm just like, whatever. Someone told me before I even got there, they didn't like niggas. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I'm just looking. I'm just about to call whoever I need to call. And then I see him, do this, right? And I'm like, and then he kind of walks away. And I just kind of look up, and then he was like, nigga, what? And then he spit at me, and he looked at me. I'm like, there's a billion of these motherfuckers. It's like, there's a billion of these people over here. I just got to the airport. I don't even know where the hell I'm supposed to go. I'm like, I can't call it an international incident because I'm there on a diplomatic mission. I'm like, man, just when Christ come back, boy, I tell you. Well, I'm gonna tell you, what did a 5 fingers say to the face? It ain't gonna be no whoop, 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 whoop. None of that stuff. I'm a slap. Boy, like he spit at me. I'm like, man, like, come on, man. Yo, these bastards. Yeah, you had something. You got something?
Come on, sir. I misspoke earlier. I said they get paid to come over here and open up these shops. I meant to say they get a grant to open up these shops if they change their last name, to sound more foreign.
Hey, Jody. Oh man, Jody. Ain't someone smashing your girl right now, Jody? Jody? You can't stand me? Jody? Hey man, go see about your girl. Go see about your girl. Just be glad I'm not in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just be glad because somebody is over there screaming, Mr. Steal your girl. Somebody over there. Jody?
Surely there's a Melvin over there.
Yeah, sure. There's a Melvin over there punching you in your chest, licking the top of your head. Jody?
In your kitchen cooking grits, butt naked.
Right? You want something to eat? Jody? What's your problem with me, Jody? I want to know. Like, seriously. Hey, take this down. Put me all the way up. Take this down. Take that down. Put me all the way up. I want to know what's your problem with me, Jody? Let me know. I don't understand. You saying I'm not okay? How? What's your problem? I know what it is. It was a nigga that looked like me took his girl. That's what it is. It was a cat that looked just like me that took his woman. That's the only reason why a man would be so, rah against another man who he don't know. I don't know this cat. I don't know him. But he mad at me. Jody, you want something to eat? Yeah. What was his girl's name? Yvette out there telling all your business, all your personal business. Jody, keep reading, Salakia. Oh, you know.
What's that Malcolm X meme? He said, "This brother starving."
This brother starving.
My goodness. This is the book of Ezekiel.
Ain't Jody a white boy? Ain't he? Because he come up here a lot, or used to at least. No. Jody.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35.
Nah. Hey, we about to close out.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 4. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate.
Most High said he gonna lay these cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Y'all ever heard of I don't know what the Russians call it, but the Russians have something. It's something similar to it. Y'all know what a dead man switch is? You've heard of it? Have you ever heard of dead man switch? Explain to me what a dead man switch is.
Dead man switch is if like there's like a nuclear fallout and
just a dead man switch, not what Russia has.
The dead man switch. Basically, a dead man switch is like if under certain circumstances nothing touches the switch, then it'll go off by itself.
So you ever seen you ever seen like a standoff where a man or a bomber has a bomb in his hand and he's like, if you kill me, it's gonna blow up, right? So it's pressure, and if he's dead, he'll release the pressure. That's the dead man switch. So if he's dead, he's gonna release and everything blows up, right? Russia has this thing where they have sensors in the ground, and these sensors will detect a nuclear, bomb hitting it, right? If someone doesn't deactivate or activate whatever, some switch in a certain amount of time, they're going to release launch all of their nuclear missiles. So if US actually hits the Kremlin or wherever the people who are in charge of the nuclear weapons and destroys them, they have a backup plan. Like, we dead, you're gonna be dead too. And they're gonna release all of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many they have, but they have more than one. So they have a dead man switch. Now, that's just Russia. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if any other countries have that or even advertise something like that. But Most High said he's going to lay this place desolate. The Most High God said he's going to destroy this place with thermonuclear fire. That's what the nukes are. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? Fire. So this we all know that thermonuclear war is imminent. You know what I'm saying? Esau has been, ever since they've created the nuclear bomb, it's been a race to stop it. It's been a race to stop thermonuclear war. You know what I'm saying? Right. But there's nothing they can do to stop it. Why? Because it's prophesied right here. He's going to lay this place desolate. The lake of fire that the Christians always talk about is going to be the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hates him. Everybody hates the bully. The bully, this is the bully. The bully's going to get his hind parts kicked and going to become the lake of fire. Keep reading.
Come. And thou shalt know I am the Lord.
And now, when y'all see, the Sears Tower, the Las Vegas, the Strip, the White House, you know what I'm saying? The Statue of Liberty. Give me some more landmarks.
The pyramid.
I'm talking about here.
Oh, here?
Yeah. Some more landmarks here. What
Memorial, the White House.
Yeah, Memorial, everything in DC.
Cemetery.
Arlington National Cemetery, yeah.
The Pencil Monument.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Wall Street.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah. It's gonna be even bigger canyon.
Grander Canyon.
Yeah. Everything. Y'all seen Terminator T2? You know what I'm saying? Where she's on the fence and she's like, she blows away. That's gonna happen. Right. That's gonna happen. This place is gonna be laid waste. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be laid waste, and this is a prophecy. And the Most High God said, and that's when you're gonna know He's the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
That was it for that one.
No, keep going.
Come. Verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
The reason why this place is going to be desolate, it's going to be done away with, it's going to be the lake of fire, it's because they have had a perpetual hatred. How do I know? They caused his brother to have a seizure as he's holding on for dear life to his family. Everything he has in this, world, his family. He's holding on to it. He's not holding on to his car. He's not holding on to his keys or his wallet. He's holding on to his family. He's having a seizure. Smack him, wake him up, and then put him in a headlock and try and take his family again. That's a perpetual hatred. They've always hated us. Always hated us. You know what I'm saying? You have something?
Just to piggyback on what you were saying, perpetual hatred. I've been thinking about this thing. I said this to myself the other day. Every generation of Black, Latino, and Native American has faced white supremacy and racism and oppression here. Every generation. No, it hasn't skipped a generation since we have encountered Esau.
Since 1492.
Correct.
Yep. Since 1492, we've all had a taste of that hatred. All had a taste of that hatred, and just like you said, it hasn't skipped a generation. We've always had it. Whether you've never seen, there's brothers and sisters on reservations who've never seen a white man, maybe just on TV, but they've experienced, this hatred. Why? Because they're on reservations. You know what I'm saying? I seen a thing where there's a reservation, not just a tribe, there's a reservation down in the Southwest where they don't have running water. They don't have running water. There's a woman who comes by once a month with a truck and fills up their barrels, and they have to go out and get the water from a barrel. Like these big barrels, they fill it up and they come by once a month. They just have to make do. If that late, if they run out early before the lady comes, is the what I'm saying, they're experiencing racism right there. Correct. A white man has never been on. They don't. This is their land. This is their land. They don't have running water. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? As bad as we have it, think about how bad it is not to have running water. You can't go in and flush the toilet. Like, come on, like seriously, you can't go and flush the toilet. You can't go and take a shower.
And as you say that, this lets me know that salvation is for those who need saving and the oppressed, not the oppressor.
Exactly. How in the world does Becky what does she need to be saved from? She needs to be saved from her husband. She needs to be saved from her husband. I saw a video where with this white woman was just this Edomite woman, the she devil was on the couch and some man just came and just started whooping on her. And then another white man was there. He ain't do nothing. He seen it. He was like, yeah, whatever. And then she was like, you're going to jail. I'm calling the police. He up pole on her, put it on her forehead and like, do it. I dare you. Do it. Go ahead and do it. And then that's when the other Edomite was like, yeah, all right, it's enough. He was nonchalant about it. He was like, all right, come on, stop it. Chill out. Y'all play too much. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then he put it away. And then he put it away. And then she got on the phone. He was like, who you calling? He pulled it out again. So I'm calling my mom's. Like, yeah, you better get the hell out of my house. That's what a white woman needs to be saved from. her husband, her white man. But we all need to be saved from the white woman, the white man, the white child. That's right. Because we in 2025 and we're still going through the same things our great grandfathers went through. That's right. The ones that was wearing the white shirt and the black tie and the church shoes and dress and the slacks, going through the same thing. Why are we going through the same thing? Because they teach your kids the same thing. Scripture says why they getting destroyed, because thou has had an everlasting. That's what perpetual means. An everlasting hatred towards us. Scripture says I ran out of time. Scripture says that that God hates Esau and he loves us. Was it Romans 3:19? Romans 9:13. Romans 9:13. God says he hates Esau and loves us. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the Most High. I dare you. Matter of fact, I want you to. I want you to get mad. Get mad at him so that he can send Christ back sooner. You know what I'm saying? He's let him loose. Turn him loose. I know Christ like, let me at him. Let me at him. You know what I'm saying? Because when Christ come back, shoot. It ain't gonna be no slow singing and flower bringing. They ain't gonna get to mourn. They ain't gonna get to mourn. Ain't gonna be no mourning. It's gonna be celebration. You know how they about to celebrate Thanksgiving in a few days. We gonna celebrate when Christ comes back and slaughter all these nations. That's gonna be a real Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a real Thanksgiving. We got anything else? Nah, we ain't got anything else. I wanted Jody to come back.
Jody get in.
I wanted Jody. Jody mad. He mad someone got his girl.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that looked like me got his girl. That's what it is.
For sure.
It's not my fault, Jody. I ain't do it. I'm telling you, I ain't do it. But if anybody has anything else in here, now with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Barack.
The security announces we the I.S.U.P.K at 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenny Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department of the teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation. We got Hanukkah. Where is it at? The feast of dedication of Hanukkah. That is the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. That'll be Sunday, December 14th, 2025. For 8 days. You can find this in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 through 61. You know what I mean? Any of the zones that you win, you want to get in contact with your camp leader or the captain over that zone. If you want to donate, bring food, figure out what's the location, anything of that nature, you want to get in contact with your camp leader if you have any questions or concerns regarding that upcoming high holy day. As well, the date for the 57th annual Passover has been released. It's going to be April 4th. The weekend goes from the 1st to the 6th. It's going to be April 4th is the Passover day. And this thing you want to go ahead and start to put in your leave. You know what I'm saying? Start building up your fund. It's $200 per person, 17 years of age and above. $200, 17 years of age and above. You feel like you're going to have any financial issues, get in contact with your camp leader, get in contact with the school. You know what I mean? So we can figure something out if you feel like you're going to have any sort of financial burden that's going to take place. Transportation as well. Tonight as well, Commander Yahanna is going live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The channel was called The Real General Yahanna. Going live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to go on there, make sure you liking and make sure you sharing the stream. Anything else you want to add on there?
Pay your tithes.
And pay your tithes. All right. Remind Akim and Aquatin to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you ought to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirt, black pants, black headband, and soft. And with that, I say Amadrin, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, right here. Amadim, Barak, right here. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah.
Yahweh dismissed.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahanna, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahanna. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.